Well, hello there, guys. Welcome back to our Hearts of Iron 4 campaign. I'm really hoping, guys, that we can get a good result here with the Russians. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to push into Hungary. The problem is that the Hungarians are actually putting up an unbelievable fight, and I'm trying to break through. But we've got a lot of armies here that are quite strong. One thing I'm going to do is, a lot of people mention trying to micromanage a bit. Before, people are like, don't micromanage. Now they're like, micromanage a bit. So I'm going to micromanage a bit. And I'm going to take Matson's force here. A lot of people, by the way, asked to be put in the armies. Guys, we have a limited number of armies. We will find out another way after the war, hopefully, to go ahead and restructure our armies. Maybe we'll create like 8 or 9 different armies instead of one large army. And then we can go ahead and fulfill that request. So I apologize for that. As for these guys, they're all moving together with Georgy Zhukov, trying to cut through in 2 different areas here. So I'm going to assign some divisions here. And I'm hoping that this works. Select all. There we go. So we're going to take Matson's force, and we're also going to... that's right. I wanted to do this with 2 different forces. Well, should we go towards Budapest or up towards Germany? I think we're going to go towards Budapest, guys. Go ahead and send Madson's force this way. Okay, good. So he is going to take both locations. Wonderful. And then I had another army over here led by Ivan Konyev. I want to go ahead and select all of them. And up here, we're going to just put... I think Samuel Chu wanted to be added. We had a few other people that wanted to be added. Spooked Gaming. We had so many. We had like so many people. I'm gonna put the Purple Gamer because I think he asked first before anyone else. We'll go ahead and have him as head of this army. So let me select him again. And with this army, guys, I'm gonna go ahead, draw an offensive line by Berlin, as you can see here. Alright, let's hope this works. A lot of these armies, as you guys can see, I've created, but they have only 1 unit in them. They don't actually have anyone else. So I'm going to be disbanding some of these guys. I've done so much in terms of trying to figure this out, figure this system out, and I think I've gotten it. 24 seems to be the real magic number for the armies. That seems to be kind of the best number. But anyway, we're going to get started here, and let's hope for the best. First, let me get some more air wings here. Strategic bombers. And a naval bomber, perhaps. Another thing I want to show you guys is it looks like the Dutch are also pushing over here. Someone mentioned that, which is pretty funny. And if we take a look here at Turkey, we are trying to push them towards communism, and it looks like the next election is February 1943. That's a ways away, but who knows what can happen from here to there. So let's go ahead, continue the game, and I'm going to put it on very low speed, because if this goes badly, I want to be able to change things. Okay, I'm also going to take, we had a few units we left behind here. I'm going to go ahead and pull them in. It's just kind of a guarding force to make sure the enemy doesn't move any farther. Okay, we've got a few attacks going on here. Obviously, we're missing equipment production. Let's take a look at what that is. The naval bombers. Again, I'm not really too concerned about the naval bombers. In fact, might get rid of them. Also, our industrial advisor mentioned to us that, I don't know if it was limited exports he said we shouldn't do. War economy, no, not at all. Adult serve. I think it may have been limited exports. No, wasn't that. Well, that's too bad. Well, we're in war economy right now. This is going to lower our ability to build for quite a while, of course, until we're out of the war. If we're out of the war, if we manage to get through this, then I'm going to feel very happy. Here we go. We're still moving. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to try to move past these Germans. Go, 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 go. Please tell me this area is undefended. Alright, we're there, right there on the border of, well, not on the border of Poland, on the border of Warsaw, really. But we do have Warsaw in our hands. That's as far as we've gotten. We haven't been able to move much farther than that. And one thing that I think is happening is over here the French are pushing through, as you can see, trying to meet up with us in Hungary, which would be awesome. And the Dutch are even managing to push the enemy back a bit here, which is pretty awesome. And I want to see what's going on down here. Nationalist Spain is also being forced back. So, looks like so far we're doing pretty well. I wouldn't hold your breath, though, because look at the Italians. They're doing extremely well. They've obviously taken Albania, which concerns me, and it doesn't look like we're winning on this southern front. Initially, we were. It was actually our Minister of Industry that suggested that we go ahead and just form a defensive line and turtle down, so if we lose here, it's not his fault. He already told me what should have been done, and I'm kind of doing my own thing here just because I'm kind of desperate to break through the line. So if we don't do so well here, blame me, not him. Let's also send these tanks north. Come on, we should be able to send them to that area right there. If we go over to the east also, guys, I've set up an army here too. We're actually fighting the Japanese, but with this particular setup, I've kind of just sent my forces through, and I'm just cutting through the actual area. If I say through again, shoot me. But essentially, I'm cutting into this area to make sure that the Japanese are basically cut up in all sides. I know they're not defending the entire region. I kind of discovered that once the British started attacking. I was like, these Japanese aren't defending this entire area. It's just all for show. I also want to take back Korea, but this looks a little harder to take back. And we might need to go ahead and reform Semyon Budyomi's army around this Korean area, this Korean peninsula, and go ahead and start attacking. Maybe let the British deal with the rest of Japan. But I think in this instance, we can go ahead and actually kind of micromanage a little bit just to snag some more territories and hopefully lessen the time the war lasts. Because if we can relieve pressure on that front, they're going to be able to come here. Okay, as you can see over here, definitely stopping, so I can see exactly what he's talking about. We're going to select these guys. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cancel the assault because it's just not going very well. So we're just going to try to be defensive now. Very defensive-minded. And I hope this is good enough. Of course, we're still going to be pushing through on the south here. And we've also got some units here that apparently don't have a commander. I remember these guys. These are the Romanians we sent to fight for Republican Spain. That didn't go so well, did it? Okay, research slot. I want to start researching nukes, but I know it's way too early for that. We need to be defended from the world, my friends. I'm actually going to go ahead and focus on deep... No, 276 days. Jeez. It's a bit much. I'll do the improved artillery upgrade. I kind of wish I had attacked this way. But the last thing we need are Germans getting in the underbelly of Romania and taking it over. That's definitely one of my biggest fears here. Let's take a look. So it looks like we're doing all right in defending near Warsaw, but the enemy is definitely pushing. The Germans have been pushing the entire time. We managed to push them back a little bit, and I think that's mostly because of this Western Front. And finally, awesome, the French have met up with us. This is actually good news, or they met up with the Romanians at least, but this definitely is good to have both allied armies meeting in the center. That's certainly something we want. All right, this guy I'm going to try to sneak through. Come on, get behind the lines. Oh, they're going to respond to that with some cavalry. Alright, we've got a few free military factories here. We need some more heavy tanks, believe it or not. I might even need to build another heavy tank factory. That's pretty amazing. And let's get a few improved artillery factories, too. To give our men the benefit of the doubt. Okay, nice. So actually, we're doing pretty well in the defensives here, as you can see. Managing to beat back George Hans Reinhardt from the Germans. And I hope this continues, guys, because if we could snag a victory, I'm going to be a very, very happy camper. Looks like if we can just hold off until the Allies can win this part of the war, then we're going to be all right. We've already taken quite a lot of Eastern Europe. Well, at least we've taken back half of Poland, and I think that's pretty much happy with that. Let's jump over here to our East Asian front. Nice. We are slicing and dicing the Japanese up, and like I said, I'm just kind of trying to cut their lines up as best I can. A very confusing movement pattern. I'm not trying to set a front line or anything like that. I'm just trying to mess up their lines, mess up their supply. We've even got some Norwegians here helping us. I don't know why Norway has decided to go directly to war with Japan, but hey, I wholeheartedly support them. So we're going to send a lot of our guys this way because I really want to take back Korea, which is down here. And it's obviously a big part of the war for us. And while we're doing that, we want to take back some of these regions. If I start encountering a lot of resistance, I will certainly go ahead and form a front line. Right now, I don't think it's necessary. There's just not enough here on the off the mainland, I should say. I think most of their armies are going to be right there on the mainland, and actually a lot of them are going to be right here as well. Here we go, Seoul. South Korea, keep moving forward, men. Gotta try to take this area back, but it won't be easy. Yeah, the Japanese are pretty good shots, and we are definitely overextended, I mean, to say the least. We're doing the best we can, though. Alright, select all. Let's go ahead and... Nah, I'm not ready to draw that front line yet. Sorry, guys. I hope that you don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's just fine this time. Just to kind of make it a little bit easier so that the enemy's not getting any supplies. And also the French are pushing up here from Vietnam up to the north. Hopefully they are pushing and not just holding Vietnam. Let's take a look at the front lines, guys. Oof. I think I'm going to have to go ahead and do a concentrated attack to the north. Maybe we can cut through with these guys on the northern front. Forward, Nikander Chibisov! Damn, looks like the Germans are getting some Slovenian support there. Alright, well, we're not sure yet. It definitely looks like we're winning some battles here in Czechoslovakia. What was once Czechoslovakia, anyway. Or it's now Slovakia. And look at this. I mean, the French are doing great. The Dutch are doing great. The Dutch are on the front lines here, near Leipzig. Really trying to push into Germany, but I'm not sure if the Germans could still crush these guys, and we have to keep in mind the Italians down south. There's a lot of threats to deal with still. I mean, the Axis isn't even close to being finished. We've got a lot of work to do. So it's now March 4th, 1941. It's going to be March 5th, 6th, or 7th by the time we end this episode. But I hope you guys are enjoying things so far. It does look like our attacks might be going pretty well over here, and I certainly hope so, because if we can knock Budapest, or Hungary, excuse me, out of the war, I think things are going to go a lot smoother for us. While they're there, they could take over Romania, make it capitulate, and cause us a whole bunch of problems. So let's hope that doesn't happen, guys, and let's hope that we are going towards a victory. Thanks for watching, take care, and glory to the motherland.